Hey guys, it's John and Ryan here with RAI Adventures. As I mentioned before in our last video, I'm going to be putting a new roof on our RZR. I had a little incident trailering it down the road and the roof blew off. As you can see, it's not connected anymore, just wires hold it there. So we tracked down a good company out in Kalamazoo, Michigan. They shipped us a new roof and some rock sliders for on this 1000S. So here in Pennsylvania, we're gearing up for another big snowstorm.
It's actually happening right now.
Yeah, we have a little snowstorm moving through today. They're calling, we could get anywhere from freezing rain and ice to 17 inches plus of snow. So they're not committing to it. So I'm going to be prepared this time. I had to plow snow in November when we got 12 inches with a broken roof. Trust me, when that ice and snow starts to melt, it runs right down in your lap. So Ryan and I are going to put this new roof on. But first of all, I'm going to disconnect where the power supply for the roof goes. And that's underneath the hood here in that power block. So take the hood off. Here on this power supply terminal block, you're going to need a 10mm deep well socket. You're going to take the accessory wire, the ground wire, and the power wire off. So go ahead and get to that. Now I have a magnetic tray. I got one of these free magnetic trays from Harbor Freight with a coupon. It's good to put your boulders in. Alright, the power wire's off. I just pull that out of the way. It's under. Power wire's off. Let's go ahead and get the ground wire off. Okay, pull these accessory wires off. I don't know what's what, so we'll just leave them there. Okay, I don't have the...
This is all our accessories, so you can unplug them.
So this light bar, it's a Pro Armor light bar. I have not decided what to do with it. It still works. What I'm thinking I might do is I may give this away. Once I get it off and see if it works, we might do like if I hit 100 subscribers, I might just throw in this Pro Armor light bar and the brackets, and I'll dig the switch out. I'll give it all away. But since I'm part owner in this with my wife, I have to take it up. So I'm gonna unplug the power wire to the lights. Now there's wires that get down through the roll cage on the other side. I'm gonna cut them, but I'm gonna leave enough wire that I can tape the new wires to it and feed them down through to the terminal block. So I can't find my side cutter, so I'm using tin snips. My dad always says use the proper tool for the job, but when you don't have the proper tool...
He never uses the proper tool. What the heck?
So, all right. So now I'm going to leave that wire there. That wire is disconnected. Brian, can you pull that roof back? Does it come off?
Yeah,
A lot of broken plastic.
it's kind of heavy, so I think that I just drop it down, I guess.
So, okay, I know I have to take these bolts out
Isn't that what ripped out?
but I'm going to keep these because I do not know what came with the new roof.
Should I take
I do know a stereo and a light bar and all that stuff because it's all one part from Polaris. The MBquarts and Pro Armor teamed up and made this roof for Polaris.
Should I take its netting off?
No, the netting stays on. So now I need to find a torque bit or a star bit, take those out. Go ahead. So then I'm going to keep these clips because you never know when you need a clip. Alright, so let's take this off.
Daddy, I lost the screw.
Alright, let's unbox the new roof.
Here's the instructions. Step 1. Shift vehicle's transmission into park. Turn off ignition key. Remove key. Remove hood, which we've already done all that. It says remove windshield if installed. I got news for them. I'm not taking that windshield off. So we're going to do it our way. So step 5 is you need to flip the roof over and install this weather strip. So let's flip that roof over. And this roof is not light. It goes right here, right across here. So I found the center of the weather strip. I'm going to put the center of the weather strip in the center of the roof. So that looks to be like an inch short there. And then it looks like it'll be about an inch short there. I'm going to pull this off about half of the halfway. I am just going to lay this down in this channel. It looks like this is also going to be a pain in the butt like the windshield was, because it does not want to stick. Takes a good bit of pressure pushing down to get that 3M tape to stick. Like in here where it doesn't want to stay down. If I just push it down and hold it for a little bit. So now that's done. Then it says to enlarge the visor fastener holes, which apparently the dealership that I bought the original roof from already did that. So I don't have to do that.
Okay, while Ryan moves that stuff or knocks it on the floor, just follow the instructions. It tells you how to move all your stuff around, like your clips, your bolts and everything. All my clips are already moved, so I'm just going to, there's 2 studs in here that are holding the light bar. They'll be your mounting studs in the front.
Don't set it down yet. I got it. There, I got it.
Gotta go back.
There?
I'm putting the metal clips on the plastic.
Whoops.
So now I'm gonna set this front in. Again, I'm not following the instructions. So if you're installing this for the first time, make sure you follow the instructions. I'm gonna put a washer on there. All right, what I'm gonna do now is the roof doesn't have a hole in it. So I put the metal tab on and I lined it up with the hole in the roll cage. So I'm just gonna drill a little pilot hole with my Dremel tool. All right, now I'm gonna put the bolt up through it. All right, so what I'm doing now, I tighten these down till they're pretty snug. I don't want to strip out that little clip. So I go to about, when I can barely turn it with one hand. It's good and solid. I'm going to tighten up these 2 anchor bolts in the front. Ryan's back from his break. Now there should be a spacer in there. You gotta put these thingamabobs back. That's a word for you.
Use the right tools.
I think the right.
I did it. I used the right tool to cut the plastic, and it worked.
Don't forget to peel the plastic off.
All right, well, let's run the wires. Let me get me my electrical tape. Take the fuse off. It has a butt connector. The chunk of wire that I cut, I'm gonna electrical tape these wires to it. Down here by the windshield, it comes out of the thing. Now the reason I didn't take my windshield off is my windshield lays down, so I can still get at it. But if you have a solid windshield, you will have to take it off. It's a little tricky, but it will come through once you get enough wire out. Now we go under the hood, pull this excess wire underneath the hood. There's a notch in the plastic. You'll see it. There's a notch in the plastic right behind this, I guess you say the A-pillar of the roll cage that the wire will fall into. Now I can put my windshield back in place. Now I gotta cut some zip ties. Now I'm taking the electrical tape back off that I taped the wires all together to pull them through. And I'll get rid of this old wire that's all broke. Here you can see, let's get the camera to focus, how it broke the wires. That was in the roll cage. So when the wind grabbed it, it just snapped the wires. Okay, the orange wire is your accessory wire. So put that on your accessory peg under here. And you got a factory accessory wire that was on there. Then I have an accessory wire for my button for my winch in there. Ground wire from the battery. And then I have the ground wire for my winch. All right, then last but not least, power wire for my winch. Then the power wire coming from the battery to charge the block. And then I'm going to put one last zip tie on these wires. All right, so everything's in. Gonna hit the key, see if we got power. All right, interior light works. Light bar works. These wires hanging down here, they're to add more speakers. I'll end up fastening them up there with a zip tie. All right, guys. So that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about a giveaway, about giving the old light bar away for 100 subscribers.
So, like, get the word out. Like, get people to subscribe. Because we won't give it away until we get 100.
And then, so until next time.
Yeah.
So until next time. Oh, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be putting rock sliders on it. So till next time, Ryan's going to clean this mess up.
No.
See you later.